Let's talk about Skyfall. Skyfall is the 23rd Bond film, of course, in the legendary 007 franchise. And as we know, it's Daniel Craig's third outing, of course. And before we get into it, there will be some major spoilers ahead, just so you know. So if you haven't seen it, you have been warned. I just love how this film looks. You know, they have really taken advantage of the modern day technology. If you watch this movie, there's absolutely stunning and amazing visuals, especially in 4K. I had just recently purchased the Daniel Craig collection on 4K, and man, it is amazing. It looks stunning, especially Skyfall, man. The colors and everything just really pop out of there. It seems like this may be Daniel Craig's best performance. You know, I think he does a really great job. Of course, he's done a really great job, I think, in every film, even Quantum of Solace. But I mean, this one, I feel like he is almost at his prime in Skyfall. Moving on to the opening scene, I mean, the first 10 minutes are just amazing. If the movie does not catch you within the first 10 minutes, I don't know what will, man. Because this movie, oh my gosh, talk about an attention grabber. The opening scene, absolutely amazing. Absolutely stunning. I cannot believe how many times I've watched just the opening scene because it's just so great and amazing. I mean, this movie is just so important to me. You know, it's the movie that got me into Bond in the first place 8 years later, and I still never get tired of watching this movie. One thing that we finally get in this movie is we finally get Q, and of course we finally get Moneypenny later on in the film. As we know, Eve Moneypenny is not, we barely get to know she is until the very end of the film, which was very smart. She likes to be out in the field, I guess you could say, as well as Q. I think it's very smart to bring in a modern day, like, computer whiz type Q. I think it fits very well with the time that we're living in right now. Let's just talk about the crew for a moment. Sam Mendes, the director, he's amazing. I've never had a problem with his movies. I mean, I think he just does a great job. You can definitely get a lot of insight of what he has to say when you watch his commentary on Skyfall, which is included with the Blu-ray. I'm not sure about the DVD. Music. Thomas Newman is amazing. I love his music. He does a great job. I mean, I've heard his music with, Finding Dory, Finding Nemo, even Spectre. He does a great job with those films. It's just amazing just the way the music flows. I tend to listen to it quite often, actually. I also believe Adele's Skyfall, the song, is also amazing. I have no problem with it. She did a great job. There's a specific scene that really pops out for me, and that's the scene where Bond is chasing Patrice. I just love that not one word of dialogue is needed at all. You kind of see everything that's going on very clearly. Of course, until the very short interrogation, of course, at the very end. Let's talk about Silva for a minute, the villain. He's amazing. It's very easy to understand where he came from. He's kind of seeking that story of revenge. He used to be with MI6 until he believes that M betrayed him. But I just really enjoy what he brings to this movie. And we don't really even get to see him till about halfway through the movie. The way he has that monologue walking up to Bond when he's captured, it's just amazing. I mean, I just love it. I also love how this movie carries an emotional weight. We kind of get to see a little bit of Bond's backstory, where he came from. He came from these, he was an orphan. His parents died when he was young. Okay, we actually get to see the parents' tombstone towards the end of the film. But I just really love, especially, we really get that emotional weight. We know that there's the explosion at MI6 that kills a lot of people. And then there's the funeral for that, of course. The main thing that captured me was the end where M dies. I want to say the third time I watched it, that's when I finally kind of felt that emotional weight, because I had seen all the ones M was in previously, Judi Dench, all the ones that she did previously, and then leading up to this one, it really impacts you. It's not just saying goodbye to M, but instead it's saying goodbye to the actor almost, even though she's still moving, she's still alive to this day, but you kind of understand it's kind of like her exit to the franchise. And also, I love the transition in the very end of the movie. Coming out of M's death, we kind of get the Bond's on top of the building, amazing view. Of course, he gets the bulldog from M, and then of course we walk into the room, and we find Moneypenny there. We find the new M, played by Ralph somebody. I'm sorry, I don't know his name off the top of my head, of course. And boom, just an amazing ending. I just love the way it ended. It makes you think, what is the next step going to be for Bond? What a way to celebrate 50 years of James Bond with this film, Skyfall. It's just amazing. I really don't understand why there's a select few people that just don't care for this film, which I really don't understand. It's an amazing film. It's a masterpiece film. I really can't find anything wrong except that the gun barrel should have been at the beginning, okay? I mean, I just feel like with Bond films, the gun barrel just gets you excited for what's about to come next. You know what I'm saying? I love this movie. It's always been one of my favorite movies, probably ever. It's a masterpiece movie. I can't find anything severely wrong with this movie. And if for some reason you find something wrong with this movie, leave it in the comment section below. But I can't find anything wrong with it. So, there's a giant storm right now. But anyway, I'm going to give Skyfall an A+, a 10 out of 10, a 100%. Give it the highest rating on any scale you want because this movie is amazing. Thanks for your amazing support. And I also want to congratulate this guy right here for winning the Daniel Craig Digital Collection giveaway on my Twitter. So follow me for more future giveaways. Thanks for watching. Check the description. Smash the like button. Comment and subscribe, guys. All right, I love you guys. Peace out.
Last rat standing.